Looking at my model for a second, being like, you gonna move? Do I need to go back and check on the program? Alright, welcome everyone. My name's Poetentate. I go by Poe, and welcome to my Honkai Star Rail stream. Thank you for joining me. So today, I will be starting out how I normally am. I'm gonna I'm gonna show you the achievements I got while you were gone. I was actually very surprised to get this one. I got it when I was, doing a random task. What was it? I actually could not remember to tell you when I got this. I randomly had to fight an Arumaton. That was last stream. Oh my gosh. Goldfish brain strikes again. No, this one is, I was doing my weekly boss fights, and I fought the Doomsday Beast, and I was able to get this one. Hit it where it hurts most. I have that all the time, or like I'll think it's a day later or a day before, being like, oh yeah, it's Saturday, looks at the clock. Oh, it's Sunday, or oh, it's definitely Monday. No, it's Sunday. But yeah, but welcome. Thank you for, dropping in. So we got this one. I don't really know if there are many, achievements I can get now, guys, like, on purpose. I have been doing a little bit of achievement hunting, and I feel like at this point, I'm pretty much, it's down to luck for some of these, or just playing through the game, because I don't think I can do any others of these. On purpose, at least. Unfortunately, I have found out that, after Kafka's banner is going to be my husband, Don Fung's 5-star, or Don Hung's 5-star Don Fung, and on one hand, so delighted that he's finally coming out. On the other hand, I have 24 pulls, and I'm on, what is it for the character banner? I'm only on like 5 pity because of when I got Kafka. So, unless he takes pity on me and comes home really early, or unless I just give in to capitalism and open up my wallet, I'm probably not gonna get my husband, and that makes me very sad. 2020 vision tells me that I probably should have skipped Kafka. But she's just so gorgeous. It's just so hard when they keep throwing these amazing characters at us one after another. Because only 2 more days. Oh, you're going... I'm really thinking about it. If I hadn't... Another way I could have gotten it is maybe if I hadn't gotten Gepard's 5-star light cone. I was so happy to finally build up enough that I could finally get this for him. But I didn't think about the fact that I wouldn't be able to buy these passes anymore with my built-up collection of these. And so now I'm just kind of like, oh, that might not have been the best time for him to buy this. I probably should have bought it during Fushwen's banner instead. I know I'll get like 5... we'll be getting 5 of these next month, and then we'll have 10 free pulls, so that might pull me up to, and then like daily stuff I might get pulled up to 40, but that's still only 45 pity. So like I said, unless he decides to be very kind to me, I don't know if we'll be getting him. So these are looking very interesting now, and I'm just like, no, but maybe. But maybe. Tough choice. Alright, so I had told you all that I had forgotten to get this to 60, so while I was off stream, we got that to 60. Character-wise, I haven't been able to make much progress in the traces department. Still in Asta, haven't done very much, but we're getting there. I'll get to Equilibrium 4 eventually. We just gotta get through Asta and the rest of these guys, and I will finally get to Equilibrium 4. And then in the last stream, we did Locha's companion mission, which was surprisingly devoid of Locha. I was like, I feel like this is false advertising. Sleep is very important. I was happy that you popped in to say hi, so no worries there. But yeah, oh yeah, we also got our first achievement. Our first scam commenter came in the chat last stream. That was interesting. So as you can see, I'm actually getting through most of these companion missions. Yeah, the whole like, oh, you're so pretty, the little bits of build up where they're like, oh, what games do you play? Oh, you also are interested in this game? Well, if you click on this link, I can bring you to a third-party website and get you a discount on like some stuff that has to do with that game. Yeah, one of those commenters. I was nice to them in the stream just because you never know if someone can initiate like a bot attack, and I was just kind of curious since it was my first scam commenter, that kind of like what they would say. The funniest thing that had to do with it was the fact that I got around a lot of their comments just because of the fact that I have literally no social media for this account. But they did, and so once they were done doing their spiel, I just blocked them. So we shouldn't see any more of them, but achievement unlocked. We got our first scam commenter. But yeah, so we're almost done with all of the companion missions, surprisingly. We are in the Divination Commission today, so we will be doing Kafka's companion mission. And then we can explore the Divination Commission, because... Oh, you just banned them first? Oh, yeah. I was just kind of curious. I'll probably take a more aggressive approach later in the future, but since it was my first scam commenter, I was just kind of curious what the spiel would be, you know? But yeah, probably in the future when I see that kind of thing, I'll probably take a more aggressive approach, too. But yeah, so Kafka's mission is literally the only mission in the entire Divination Commission. So once we get hers done, we can start exploring and doing all the puzzles in here. You can see we have quite a few of them. And I think there's some... Oh, it might not be in here. There's some of the maps where we've like straight up just not been in some of the areas, but it might be in the Artisan or Alchemy Commission. And then once we get done, we will move on to the Artisan Commission. We're making pretty good progress. We only have these 4 areas left, and then we'll have done all of the CN show. And then we just gotta go back and do some of these new pop-up quests that appeared in for Eurela 6 and the Herta Space Station, and we will be fully caught up with everything from Honkai Star Rail, and then I can introduce you all to my Genshin account. I say that, but in the update that's coming in like 2 days, I think they're gonna drop like 3 new companion missions, so we'll have to get through that too. But we're almost to Genshin, guys, I promise. Which Zhongli is coming. I will do that on stream, my polls for Zhongli, so that you all can hear the desperation in my voice. Even if I'm not playing Genshin yet, I will specifically pull it up because I've talked about Zhongli enough that you all deserve to watch me die trying to pull for him. And so far I have built up 54 wishes since the last time I talked about it for him. I have like no pity on Genshin though. I have less pity on Genshin than I do on Honkai Star Rail. I have 4 pity. Honkai Star Rail, 5 pity. Genshin, 4. But I built up 54 wishes. The new month will give me another 5. I'm gonna continue grinding it out all the way up till Oh, you have 0? Oh no. Yeah, but and so I should have like in the 70-ish range, which will get me a 5-star. Now, the issue is that I don't have guarantee. It will be 50-50, so I will be begging on my knees for Zhongli to grace me with his presence. The only issue is that he is not a nice husband. Every time I pulled for him where I'm not guaranteed, I always lose to 50-50. He is so mean to me because he knows I'm desperate. So, guys, it's not great. If that happens, I might have to grind. I'm probably gonna end up grinding out all of Sumeru in desperation for Primos, guys, during his banner time. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be rough. But I'm determined to at least get one more constellation, so I'll be at C2 for him. The hope and dream is eventually to get him to C6, but unless I get one of those ungodly streamer pulls, I feel like my combined exploration in Fontaine is more than Sumeru as well. I haven't even unlocked all of the teleportation points in the desert. Like, there are still ones that I haven't even found yet, while I have every single teleportation point, including the secret ones that are only in that one quest, unlocked. The only reason I've done that quest, though, is because you had to do it to do the new event, the toy event that's currently going on. But yeah, no, I've seen a lot of comments from people about Fontaine, that Fontaine brings back the fun of exploration, because lots of people were agreeing that Sumeru's exploration is like a straight log. Like, it's so boring and like a chore to do, which I agree with, because the Aranara quest, finding all of those dang weeds so that I could unlock the chests, just straight up destroyed all of my drive to play Genshin entirely. Oof, it was bad. The only thing so far that I am sad about from Fontaine is I cannot catch the otters. I want desperately to bring back a pair of otters to my teapot, because I am one of those people that decorates the teapot up to the load limit, which drives me nuts. I'm like, please, every update I'm begging for higher load limits in the teapot. I'm like, please. Okay, right. But yeah, so even if I have not gotten through all of Honkai, I will do like a 20-minute break of so you all can watch me cry on the altar of Zhongli and hope desperately for him to grace me with his presence. But speaking of Zhongli, though, quick thought right before I get onto Kafka's mission is the fact that apparently there are rumors that they're gonna make a Zhongli outfit, that Zhongli is gonna be our next 5-star to get an outfit. I don't know if it's going to be a 4-star outfit or a 5-star outfit, but there are rumors that he might be the next one to get an outfit. I am ready. I have the coin. The minute that outfit comes out, it will be on my Zhongli. Okay. See if we can get to Kafka without alerting every monster in the vicinity.
She should be around here somewhere.
Oh, she's around here somewhere, alright. Oh, right. Speaking of my guy, Dan Hung, let's put Jingyuan back on the team. Changed my team a little bit so that I could actually fight the Doomsday Beast and get that achievement.
I knew you would come.
Yes, I have a plot. I have a quest. It could be that fate thing you talk all the time about, but when I have a quest line, I kind of have to come. Oh yeah, I'm getting sidetracked a lot. But speaking of Fontaine, I almost have all of the fishing stuff. I am an adamant? No. I can't remember the word I was going for. Avid. There we go. I am an avid fisher in Genshin. I have all of the achievements fishing-wise in every single region except for the, like, 2,000 fish caught achievement. And so I almost have all of the fishing from Fontaine. Like, since the last time I got it, I've been successful in getting the fishing pole. I've gotten the new weapon, the pipe, and I immediately put it on my Traveler. And then I have gotten... I think there was like one other thing I've bought so far that's from the fishing lady. Oh, also, if you haven't talked to her, she gives you primos. The fishing association lady in Fontaine, she has like, it's not like an actual quest, but if you go and talk to her, she'll be like, can you help me out with my fishing? Like, check my bait and stuff. She has like a multi-day quest line that if you do what she asks to help her with fishing, she gives you like 20 primos. So, just as a word of advice. But yeah, I've already gotten all of the fish from Fontaine, the ones that you can put in your teapot. I've gotten all of them. I don't really, the fish from Fontaine aren't really all that interesting to me. If you want fish that are interesting, if you're in Enconomia, you can catch the stingrays and put them in your teapot. I have them in my, in that, like, tank you can get that goes inside your house. I have those guys in my fish tank. I immediately was obsessed with the fact that you can catch some of the stingrays. I love the stingrays. But yeah, I almost have everything in the fishing association. I only need like 10 more of the orange fish, 2 more of the blue heart fish, and like the most is I need that like wavy bass. I don't know their actual names, I just go based off of what they look like that dark blue wavy bass. I need a ton of it. But other than that, I almost have everything. We are delighted by fishing. I have all the fishing rods of every single region. It's a great time. Sumeru's fishing rod is the prettiest fishing rod so far. Oh, well, I guess we found him. I thought we would have to go look for this man. She's like, I need your help getting Blade, and I'm over here just like, well, I guess we found him.
If we had Elio's eyes, the world would not appear as it does to you and I. There are myriad possibilities overlapping one another, representing the consequences of different choices, and in every passing moment, an infinite number of choices converge on the same point and become the present, and then become the past.
I feel like that must suck. Like, if you have to see, like, every outcome that is physically possible in life, and you cannot just see the present as it is, like, you're forced to always see how the future will play out from any choice that happens, that must give you such a bad headache.
So, was this your choice? To respond to my request for help?
I imagine, yeah, because, like, happy lurking. If you're working on your music, happy, I hope your music goes well. If not, whatever it is that you're doing while you're working, have a good time. Yeah, we'll see. Probably I'll get this done before, like, the hour's over, and so I should be back if you wanna, about then. Spoiler free, because then I should just be walking around. Exploring. Yes.
I do. Blade is in a prickly situation. On the Cienjo, you're the only one I can turn to. Being stricken with Mara is the inescapable destiny of the long-life species. It is a madness triggered by the accumulation of emotions and memories. Blade doesn't remember much, but the Mara still haunts him in some form. After we arrived on the Cienjo, the Mara in him flared up so violently that even my spirit whisper couldn't suppress it. He's not fit for interstellar travel in this state. My plan is to use Spirit Whisper to temporarily seal the Mara by reducing its potency. I need to focus all my concentration, so I'll be vulnerable for some time. I need you to protect me while I suppress Blade. I know when danger will come and what form it will take. Don't worry. Together we can do this. No harm will come to you. Now, there are wandering monsters nearby. They'll spell trouble if we let them hang around. Go take care of them. Your victory is certain.
I forgot that I needed to go to... I literally immediately forgot that I needed to go the optional part of going to talk to Himiko and Welt to get their opinions on if I should help Kafka or not. I was like, oh, I'm gonna totally do that. Because I like making sure that I talk to my companions and make sure they're up to date on what's going on. Immediately forgot. Goldfish brain strikes again. Alright, monsters. Mother Dearest is temporarily working on something.
Here, there's thunder.
So you must die as quickly as possible.
Show no mercy. Conflict is pitiless.
Yeah, I have so many questions about Blade's lore, and then what happened with Jing Yuan and Don Feng. So many questions. I don't know if the game will ever tell us, though.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
One of the companion missions that's coming out is probably gonna be Jing Yuan's. Ooh, no, I want this Warp Trotter. This is the Warp Trotter I'm missing, probably.
A will forged in ice never falters. Here, there's thunder. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
The one thing I can say about doing some relic hunting is that I have Jing Yuan's follow-up attack is noticeably a lot stronger since I had to do some game-enforced relic farming.
Rules are made to be broken. Conflict is pitiless. The dead return.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Kafka, the monsters have been removed. You return to Kafka and Blade's hideout and wait patiently for a while until Kafka cuts the Spirit Whisper short.
That felt like a time. It's good to open my eyes and see you back here.
All the monsters are eliminated.
Inevitably so. I've weakened Blade's senses to the outside world, so that he's only able to hear my voice and feel my touch. He's oblivious to everything else. I'm going to transfer his consciousness away from the Cienjo and cleanse his memories of Jingyuan, Jingliu, Insing, and your friend, Don Hong. Again, this process mustn't be interrupted, but I can answer questions before I begin.
My questions?
Yes, as compensation for helping me. You don't have any questions? I put you into a deep sleep and then reawakened you. Abandoned you at the space station, then lured you to the Cienjo. I owe you an explanation or two. Don't you want to know?
Wait a minute. I thought they like reconstructed and made my body off of like a memory file of a person that already existed. She says she put me into a deep sleep and then reawakened me. So does that mean like Silverwolf can teleport? So does that mean that she like we were in a coma of sorts and Silverwolf kind of had us in like a storage pocket, and then once they got to the Stellaron, they then pulled my body from wherever it was and then put the Stellaron in me, and that woke me up from the coma, but we didn't have any of our memories, and then she left us there, only telling us that the path we're on is going to result in the best future. I wonder if she cleansed our memories like she said she's gonna do with Blades, so like she erased our memories on purpose of who we were before we fell into the coma, or if whatever caused us to go into a coma is what took our memories.
Well, don't rush. We still have time. Think about it first and ask when you're ready. One rule though, please don't ask anything boring. Let's play Truth and Lies. It's a game I play with Silverwolf all the time. Kinda psychological. Both sides ask each other 2 questions, then give one true answer and one false answer each. So, one of my answers will be true, the other will be false. As for which is which, that's up to the asker to make the call. We don't have much time. Let's do 2 rounds to start. You ask me 2 questions, and you'll also have to answer 2 of mine. But remember, 1 truth, 1 lie. Oh, that's not allowed. The game only works when both sides follow the rules, and I'll be none the wiser if you break them. Let morality be your guide, but I give you my word. I will abide by the rule of 1 truth, 1 lie. I'll go first to give you a demo. Oh, don't be nervous. The first question is quite trivial. You can tell the truth or tell a lie. It's the second question where the game gets interesting.
So usually then like if she tells us at the beginning that the first question's trivial but the second question's interesting, wouldn't it be in our best interest to tell the truth to the first question so that we can lie on the second one?
My first question is, what do you think about me?
Huh? What do I think about Kafka? How should I answer? If I tell the truth, I have to lie the next time, and vice versa. Or I could just cheat. Is that really an option?
I don't like that it says tell the truth versus tell a lie here, and they don't tell me what they're gonna say, because I've quite liked Kafka. I've been playing it as like, I hope no ill will for the Stellaron Hunters. Nothing they've done in the time that I've met them and interacted with them would make me hate them as adamantly as the rest of the Express crew seem to. Like that kind of thing. So that's how I've been playing it. But the game keeps trying to push the narrative of like we shouldn't like her. So I'm afraid if we say tell the truth, it's gonna make the character mean to Kafka. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't like that it doesn't tell me what it's gonna say. She said the next question is where it gets interesting, so I want to tell the lie here on the easy question. Also just because I think the game is going to make us say something mean to her if we tell the truth, so we'll tell a lie here.
If I tell a lie this time, I'll have to tell the truth next time.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so if I say tell a lie, it then gives me gives me answers. Ah, but now I have to be mean to her because I quite like her. I hate you, I dislike you, I don't care about you. I think you're pretty great, or I like you. What is the lie? I'll say I don't care about you. As my lie.
And there you have it. It's a pretty simple game, don't you think? You're hiding your feelings well. I'm afraid we'll have to put our game of truth and lies on pause. The Cloud Knights are here. I need you to help me get rid of them.
Persuade them to leave?
That won't work. No matter how hard you try, this conflict is inevitable. It's destiny.
Darn it. Optional, try to change the future and persuade the Cloud Knights to leave. But she's probably running off of Elio's script, so as she says, it's inevitable, so even if we try to persuade them, they'll probably still react negatively to us, but we can try. I'm Jingyuan's guest. Talk to the fist. Report Kafka. Threaten them. Lie. We will lie. Criminal is right behind you. At least look around when you lie. Ah, darn it. Can he see Kafka? Ah, that's unfortunate. I don't think I've fought Cloud Knights before.
Never falters. Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Unfortunate. How can they see her? They were up there. This wall is in the way. Like, that makes no sense.
See, the future always seems like infinite possibilities, but what is destined to happen will always happen. This conflict is inevitable because the other possibilities don't exist. I need to use the Spirit Whisper on Blade again, but let's play another round first. Have you thought of your question? Come to me when you're ready. I can wait.
Alright, so we lied in the first question, so we gotta remember that so that we tell the truth in the next one.
The game continues. Your turn.
So, I get 2 questions, only one of which Kafka will answer truthfully. But I won't know which answer is which.
See, this time is when you would, like, bank on, you could ask a really easy question, like, oh, what's the color of your hair? And then you would then be able to tell whether she chose to say the truth or a lie. But if she's annoyed that you used an easy question to determine the truth or a lie, she could use truth, which means she's gonna lie in the follow-up question, which makes the game boring. So, I don't think we can do that.
What should I ask?
Ask about myself, ask about Blade, ask about Kafka. I want to know all three, but I feel like the most important is learning about myself more than anything. But she asked a question about me, like how do I feel about her? So maybe to like psych her out, we do the same thing. We ask about her. But I'm really curious about lore about myself, so I'm gonna go. First question, I'll do Kafka. I'll do the same thing she did.
Kafka. She's the one who put me on the Astral Express. Everything about her is shrouded in mystery, and I want to know more.
Plus, she's most likely going to lie about herself over if I asked about something else. So if I can get her lie out of the way, then I can then ask about myself in the follow-up question. These are not the questions I would ask her. Who are you? And then why did you join the Stellaron Hunters? Yeah, why?
Because I have a future that I want. As I told you, Elio is able to glimpse through possibilities. As long as I followed his instructions, he promised to tell me what it would take to move towards the future I wanted.
This seems like the truth, though.
No matter what she says, she looks like she's got something up her sleeve. I can't tell what's true and what isn't.
I see the look on your face. Don't bother asking. I can't tell you if an answer is true or not. Make your best guess and choose your next question based on my answer. That's the beauty of the game. I hope your next question proves interesting. The rules of this game are like reality. We all think we have infinite possibilities, but when you really analyze it, you could count them on your fingers. Every question and answer is constrained by previous choices. The future is like a labyrinth. Every divergence is merely an inducement. There is only one real path.
Are you sure you don't follow the Eon of Nihility?
Do I sound that negative? No. We believe that existence has meaning, but that meaning is bestowed by ourselves, not by choices. If you don't believe me, try it for yourself. Soon we will face another battle. Can you change that possibility?
Well, if you would actually physically go in there and we lower the blinds, we might be able to avoid battle. Optional, try to change the future and prevent the battle from happening. Okay, there's the Cloud Knight. Sure, let's go to him first. He's probably the...
That way. Hey, stop right there.
Ooh. Come out here. Oh wait, no. Oh, the Arumaton has like a notice thing on it. See if I can... Oh, wrong way. Okay, so the Cloud Knights are now distracted by the Arumaton.
the second time you've evaded the possibility of a battle. You really do want to change my prediction, don't you? But the future is still clear. The real test lies ahead. The young swordmaster of the Cloud Knights. He will not be an easy foe.
Ah, Young Ching. Oh.
Until then, let's continue our game. It's my turn again.
Okay, and so we told a lie in the first time, so now we have to tell the truth.
Second question. Do you want to see me again?
Yes. Easy answer.
What kind of question is that? Will we see each other again? She knew the answer to that one.
No, didn't she say, do you want to see me again? Oh, this is what I was talking about. She picks an easy answer, and that way she can determine which one's the truth or the lie. This is literally the thing I was talking about earlier.
As for whether I'd want to, it seems obvious to me. I guess I do want to see her again. So, my answer is...
That face was fun.
I'm done asking. What a surprise. I can't see through you.
Are you satisfied with my answers?
Hardly. For me, the truth, or lack thereof, is not what matters in this game. It's your turn to ask a question. Come see me when you're ready.
So my initial thought, the reason why I went and got the Cloud Knights and then tried to bring it over here was I was gonna see if I could get the Cloud Knight to fight the abomination instead of me having to do it.
This is your last question. Surprise me.
I don't know if Kafka was telling the truth in the previous question, but one thing's certain. For this question, she'll have to answer according to the rules. Should I venture into a whole new topic?
I'd ask about myself. To follow her, I would need to ask another question about her, but you could either also pull something else out, but I'm curious about myself.
When I came to on the space station, I remember seeing Kafka, but everything before that is a blur. Shouldn't I ask about my past?
Ooh. What is my connection to you?
One day, Elio handed you over to me. He said that if things continued to transpire according to the future possibility he foresaw, you would eventually change me. And I would change you. In other words, you and I are each other's destiny.
Interesting. I also cannot guess which one's the wrong or right answer.
Stellaron hunters. The General was merciful enough to let you live, but you haven't shown the slightest bit of gratitude.
I mean, they're technically not at fault for anything happening on this ship, so I don't even know by your laws if you're allowed to fight them.
Why are you here?
Blade is
Because you were
sick.
struck by my spirit whisper. My powers of suggestion are capable of convincing people to accept my orders, all without a second thought.
Aw, she's making it seem like it's not our fault so that we don't get in trouble.
Defeat this little boy and your mission is over.
You witch!
Oh, we don't even get to converse with him? Oh well.
Come get me!
Here is thunder. A will forged in ice never falters. Rules are
I'm
made
meant to be broken.
You're all in
Is
on
that all? Is that all? Conflict is pitiless.
Punish evil!
Just a scratch.
Out of moves!
It'll heal. show no mercy. Here, this thunder.
Jing Yuan's follow-up attack is just overpowered once you start investing in him.
A will forged in ice.
Never falters.
Conflict is pitiless.
Cut through the ranks.
The dead return.
Yeah, she's obviously not evil. The Stellaron Hunters seem to be filling in more of a vigilante kind of setting instead of like enemies. Our enemies seem to be the destruction in his people. Nanook. Kafka used Spirit Whisper on Yanqi and told him to leave, then breathed a sigh of relief.
If it weren't for you, that kid would have had me and Blade in the shackling prison in no time.
I just noticed something. Guys, her tights do like a heartbeat or a volume control thing. Like, look at it. They're going up and down from like a flat line like this. I wonder what causes that.
Of course, Sam and Silverwolf would have broken us out, but Blady would have been gravely injured, and our relationship with the Xianzhou would have been damaged beyond repair. If possible, I'd like to avoid that kind of future at all costs.
Yeah, because I bet her plan is the whole reason she wanted us on the ship was to stop the Xianzhou from being destroyed by Phantelia, and specifically probably make it so Jing Yuan doesn't die, because he's probably going to be an important companion to defeat Nanook later, or the Xianzhou as a whole will.
Can I leave now?
Yes, the Mara in you is temporarily suppressed. So long as you avoid overstimulation and familiar faces, you shouldn't have a problem. Wait, you're not leaving?
I am sorry, Kafka. There is a person to whom I am greatly indebted. I must see them.
Then it's in your hands. Elio didn't say anything about what happens next. Thank you for coming to my aid. I appreciate it. Our paths will cross again.
I remember you.
That's a good voice. I don't think we've met Blade. Ever.
You once followed Kafka, didn't you? There was a time when she was on a mission. You were next to her. I remember. I've yet to see anyone follow her for as long as you did, and live to tell the tale.
Oh, so we were traveling, we were like companions for a long time?
Every Stellaron hunter has a deal with Elio. I do not know the nature of those deals, but I do know that Kafka and I agreed to take orders from Elio. She must have sought something extraordinary. Everything she does comes at a great cost.
So, if we say that her first question, the one about Elio is leading her to a future that she desires, or helping her reach a future that she wants, and Blade saying here, which I think is supposed to confirm her first question as truth, so something she sought was extraordinary, so whatever the future is, it's like a high price to reach it, and so because of that, Elio makes her complete missions that are a great cost to her in some manner, like her health or maybe things she loves and stuff like that. And if we were traveling companions together at some point, either we were good friends, maybe like Yukong and her pilot friends, and we are one of those sacrifices. Like, we might have given up our all of our history so that we can become the pawn that brings the bigger future to help Kafka reach the goal she wants. Or maybe we got injured and the only way to save us in any capacity was to turn us into this pawn with no memory of our past lives. That's what Kafka's sacrificing, to see us alive and to survive till the end of the story. She sacrificed like all of our history and friendship together. Those are some possibilities to go with that, with what Blade has stated.
She will have done many things to keep you alive until now, young one.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, his voice makes me shiver. Oh boy. I love voices so much. Okay, so she's done a lot to keep us alive. Interesting. See, this is why I'm like fully on the we are gonna be nice to Kafka train. We got the free will achievement for... Oh, I've now locked this gate, so I can't get through it anymore. That's kind of funny. Okay, so with that, I am done with Kafka. Yes, I just got the quest over with. I just got the achievement for finishing it, and to help you avoid spoilers, I'll stop talking about it. But yes, we are fully done with that one. And as you all can see, I don't have any more quests in the divination commission, so we're gonna start running around and exploring. See that we get... Literally, I just finished it, like 5 seconds ago. Oh, you can speak to him? Have you seen this person? Can I keep this? I want these wanted posters for Blade and Kafka on the CN show. They look so good. Okay, so people are still on the hunt. It was really interesting. Kafka's one definitely is very lore heavy. I'm kind of curious. I might look up... you can ask her some questions, and I might look up what the answers to all of them are to see if maybe I can figure some stuff out, since you're only allowed to ask 2, but there's like a variety of possibilities. I've started up this Psycrane. I don't know what it's for, though. Just like allowing you to explore the area or something. Get like a bird's eye view of the area or something. Oh hey, you can see yourself. That's fun. But yeah, I hope that if we ever get like a if we ever get a train car where we can decorate it, I really hope that we get, like, one of the things I would love to do in the train car is to be able to get all the wanted posters that we get from planet to planet, like be able to get the drawn wanted posters from Bellabog, and then Kafka and Blade's wanted posters from the CN show. Things like that. I would love to put those up on the wall in the train car. If we ever get to have our own customizable room on the Express. Hi guys. It doesn't look like there's anything for me to interact with. Oh yeah, was that Warp Trotter? I fought the Warp Trotter for this area. It was! Nice. So I just need to run around, see if there's anything I can interact with, or anything I can click on. And once I get to the next space anchor in like location, I will go back because we need to make a quick pit stop back in the last area where we're exploring, because I need to go talk to the talking vase again, just to see if there's like a second day interaction with it. Oh, that's interesting. So if you lock the door in Kafka's quest, you just literally can't interact with this door anymore. And then, out of all the Psycranes, the 7 deadly Psycranes, we are only missing Greed. We're missing 1 Psycrane from them, and then we'll have gotten all of them.
Nice. So that's how it works.
Is there another? Okay, good. There is another way to get in there. I was wondering if I just completely locked myself out of that side of the map. I think I'm making them mad. What do you all think? I also think it's funny though that I'm somehow outrunning them just at like a brisk jog. But also another funny thing is just the fact that I love the unlimited stamina in this compared to the stamina bar in Genshin. Okay, it doesn't seem like there are many secrets in this area, the Divination Commission, but we are gonna 100% check just to make sure. Just a few puzzles, it seems. Doesn't look like Blade left anything here. Okay, so we've explored all of this area. I don't know if we can even go over here since the guards are over here. Are you all gonna stop me? No. Okay. Quick check over here. Alright, you're not reading anything in particular. Oop, a book.
Did the Divination Commission put able to speak nonsense on that job post?
Another book. Another
Imagine
Psycrane
the
to be able
Divination
to...
Commission could predict how likely a person is to commit crimes.
101010 is the way.
I've got one word for you, 0, and another word for you, 1. Binary? Hexagraphic code is 101010. Oh gosh, I literally just studied binary a few months ago. But I need to go look at my notes to be able to tell you what that means in binary. Master, ancient texts use yin-yang. Why not use yin as shut and yang as open? It used to be named thus, but since integration with our civilization, our algorithms have changed. It's just cultural invasion. Hello, Kalis. I'm Hugh Xing, a diviner at the Divination Commission. I manage the matrix of President Ultima. Of course not, but I'm the director. The Master Diviner tells me that you are an esteemed guest at Lafu, and that we should do our best to comply with your request, so if there's anything I can do for you, feel free to look for me. What can I do for you today? Oh, a quest? What are you doing? Master Diviner... but just like a sharpening blade, the matrix of President Ultima needs frequent operations so that it can be ready for divination at any time. A thought suddenly pops into Hu Xing's head, and he turns to look at you several times. By the way, the craftsman responsible for the maintenance of the matrix of presence isn't here at the moment. Could I trouble you to help me with some routine divinations, please? I don't work for free. That's wonderful. I was afraid you'd turn down any payment. I was suddenly kicked out of where I was. Is this an actual quest? Okay. you go back to the Conclave Hall. Good job. Here's the reward for you then. Also, I need to keep making more routine divinations. If you don't mind, Kalis, perhaps could you find time to help me out more? Okay, so this might be a multi-day quest then. Okay, so that's... Okay, so now we know that this icon right here means it's a multi-day quest, so we'll need to come back a few times and do that puzzle right then. That's a pretty simple puzzle, so I don't know if you guys want me to make sure I do that on screen or not, but... Nothing here, no one to talk to. You're not talking to me either. Okay, so that means we've explored all of this part here. We need to do this, and then we need to go up into this area. But first, let's go back to the Exalting Sanctum. I want to talk to that, Immortal Vase, is what my note has it down as.
It's getting late. Where to now?
An eternity in the celestial realm, a millennium gone in a flash. Young man, you've come back. You brought me some of the hustle and bustle of humanity last time. Thanks to you, my vase is everything now. You really should come in and see the world inside the vase. I call it my cage of freedom. Go on. Are you coming in to look or not? Reach in with your hand. Last time you easily reached into the vase and took out the immortal's gift, but this time your hand gets caught on the mouth of the vase. That's normal. How could a human hand hope to fit in such a small vase? Can't fit? That's because you still have mortal worries inside you. Embrace the formless and shrug off thy mortal shell, then change into 1,000 forms as thy mind desires. In this case, I actually have a request. There's some things on you that are preventing you from shrugging off your mortal shell, but are in fact quite useful to me. It's because of those things that you have to busy yourself in the mortal realm. You could have put your own satisfaction first instead of wasting this short life of yours on your companions. But it's just what I need in this world inside my vase. That hustle and bustle of humankind is growing rampantly, filling every spot in this vase, but it doesn't recognize who is the real owner of this cage of freedom. I want you to hand those things over to me. Help me, and perhaps you will be helping yourself. You sound like the Riddlers. It can shed the skin of beasts, teach aquatic bugs to live on land, and disappear without being seen. This strange thing cannot be provoked. It doesn't matter if you don't understand. Just stand there and don't move. I'll get it myself. Maybe it doesn't matter if you don't understand. Just... okay. Here is a praise of high morale. The thank you gift is ready. The gate to the celestial realm is open. Come and get it yourself. Your hand reaches into the vase without any obstruction. You grope around the bottom trying to find the thank you gift. Soon you find it. This thank you gift has a soft, sleek surface. It radiates warmth, which rises and falls rhythmically against your fingertips. Sensing your existence, it slowly turns over and hugs your fingers. The countless hard and sharps... Yeah, I hope you have, that your sleep is good, and thank you for popping in. The sharp objects gently crawl up your fingers. It doesn't hurt because it's been very careful not to hurt you. It grips tighter and tighter until your knuckles soon feel a slight cool breath. You pull your hand straight out. We're not gonna offend the apparently very weird vase. Don't you like it? But you gave this to me yourself. Oh, I forgot you lack the understanding about life. My bad. Nature sculpts us out of its potter's wheel, and the land creates the masses. That's all. If you don't like it, I have some other thank you gifts. Come and pick one out yourself. Reaching your hand to the bottom of the vase, you soon find another thank you gift. It doesn't move, which is a good start. I don't know, whatever the creature is, I would be kind of curious. Also, I feel like this vase must be related to Haha, or Aha. There's no way this vase is not related to Aha. You look at the crude and ordinary vase before you. Everything that happened just now feels like a fever dream, and perhaps it was. Far from the madding crowd. Can I smash it now? Oh! You smashed countless ordinary vases like this before, and this one's no different. The vase shatters as if nothing had ever happened. No, nothing did happen. Nothing happened here, nothing had better happened here, nothing should have happened here. Nothing happened here, that's it, it's the best like this. I was very curious if I could smash the base, talk with the immortal vase, and obtain a gift from the vase. Well, I guess that's the end of the vase, since I just smashed it to smithereens. And then the other one we wanted to do a quick check was Howard said when we had given him the tears that he didn't have anything prepared now. So I wanted to just check to see if he needed a day to prepare a better compensation for the tears. Or if that's all we were gonna get. Okay. No, that looks like it was it. The 10 Stellar Jade. Alright, back to the Divination Commission. Let's go over here so we can do this puzzle, and then we will go up and we'll work on this. Go over, over, and then up here and down, and we will be done exploring this area. And we're making pretty good time, so we might actually get to the Artisan Commission today. So we might do a quest or two in the Artisan Commission. Because it looks like there's not much in the way of items to search here.
101010 is the way.
Okay, you don't talk to me. You don't talk to me either. I can hear the unspawned treasure chest from that puzzle. So let's do this. Okay, so it doesn't seem to have any kind of... Okay, I kind of get what I need to do. Okay, so it does... This one does it in 3s. This one, I think, does it in 4s. 2... Oh, it also does it in 3s. Well, then this one does it in 12 segments. Well, then... This... is also in 3s. Okay. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think it only has 2 more, so it's not... It's like 8 in 8s. So then I need 1 click. Oh, no, it's in 7s. Okay. Okay. I think I get it. What I need to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Okay, so it's actually in 6, so I need to do that at 4 then. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So this would be 4, 5. One, 2, 3. Yep, okay. I just needed to get the numbers down. Need all the stellar jade I can get so that I can even put up a fight to get my husband. Oh, not that way. This way. Alright, he does not have anything to say. Go around this square real quick. Alright, nothing new there. Duck in here. sticking close to the wall. Alright, Hexanexus. And we need... There we go.
So that's how it works.
Another one down. Another 20 stellar jade in my pocket. Just kind of ignore the monsters. Ooh. They can't hit me. They're not really there. That's how philosophy works, right? Trying to think how I can get it pointing in that direction. No.
Nice.
There we go. Getting the icon in the correct order. So I've heard some theories that Zhongli is actually from Honkai Star Rail and he accidentally went across dimensions, which apparently is what happened to Mr. Yang. And so I'm curious if that's true and he has the cube. Well, actually the cube was designed to him by the god of the sand, wasn't it? It wasn't designed by Zhongli. So wouldn't that make more sense that Gyoza? Not Gyoza. Guzhong, the goddess of the sand, is actually from this dimension if she created the spear to look like the Hexanexuses from this realm. But anyway, the idea, what I was gonna say is just like, if Zhongli is here, does that mean that he was one of the Hexanexus Society people? Since he has the cube in Genshin Impact. Alright, I just need to go down there. These guys, and then... go to the next area. So far I have not found a single thing to like investigate, and talking to the people haven't really done much, so it looks like this area is just a puzzle area. But I do want to be 100% sure of that. little teleportation things to get around. Well, you can actually get behind the bookcases over here. Oh. You can get stuck apparently too. Alright, can't look at that floor lamp. Abomination. Nope. Nope. Oh, you can look at this one. Let's see, can I hide?
What was that?
I want to look at the floor lamp. Alright, making good progress. We do, it looks like, have a puzzle over here. Can't interact with that floor lamp. Zigzag motion, sparkles. Present yourself. Alright. You all better be prepared. This is what we're going to be doing in Genshin as well, to try and 100% the map. Because I am one of those people who does that, so... This is just going to be me for quite a few playthroughs, is just trying to 100% the, Sumeru map. Except it will be more frustrating, because the interactive map in Genshin is pretty completed. And so it's easier to look for things, like you waste less time, but there's also way more, like, it could be underground, it could be above ground, it could be in another dimension that's just placed in the same area. The relevant information can only be obtained when the energy shown are arranged in a pattern. To do that little puzzle we did at the beginning. Okay. Making good time, good time. Ooh. Wonder why I'm so slow sometimes getting chased by the monsters. Ooh. Almost got smacked there. And then, like, I suddenly get speedier. Do they have, like, a... Do they have, like, the ability to slow your speed down? Ooh, ooh. Wait for it to calm down. Will it leave, or is it stuck there now? While we're here, let's do this puzzle. And then we'll make a run for the incense burner, just so I can click the button. Okay. So that it shows that I interacted with it, in case there's some kind of like incense burner achievement. Ooh, over here, over here. Okay. But yeah, sometimes I get like super quick when monsters are trying to catch me, and then other times I'm like the slowest turtle that ever existed. So I was thinking about it, guys, and I'm starting to get sold on like buying Baldur's Gate 3. Now, it won't be for a while, though, because for those of you who have been here a while, you know that I currently don't have a day job, and Baldur's Gate apparently is a good no, this is where we came from. I need to go to the other side. It's a good game, but it's still like, what, $60 to play? And so I am gonna need some time to get the finances in order to be able to play it. But I was thinking once we get Honkai Star Rail and Genshin caught up to date, that I might play some Baldur's Gate. I was thinking about playing some Subnautica as well, because I have both of those games. They are ones I currently own. I don't even have to buy them. But I think it's more the customization screen and then the Dungeons and Dragons aspect of it. Because I've always thought Dungeons and Dragons sounded like a really cool game to play, but none of the people I ever interacted with play it. I had one friend who, I know two people that play it, actually. My nephew plays it, but obviously, like, he and his friends are too young for me to intrude on them playing their Baldur's Gate, or their Dungeons and Dragons. And then I also had a friend that they had a group who plays it, but again, I didn't want to intrude and be like, hey, can I join? Because they'd been a D&D team for like a really long time. Ooh. That's the first time they've gotten me. I drove myself into a corner because I was like, oh, I'll hide like last time. But we just didn't make it.
Follow my charge.
But yeah, so I just didn't want to. So the D&D aspect of Baldur's Gate really interests me, and then also just I'm gonna spend like an eternity at this. The statistics that have come out show that people who have played Baldur's Gate have taken like an average of an hour to customize their person. I spend an hour customizing a character just normally when the game has customization, and even when it's not really detailed customization like I've heard Baldur's Gate is. So we're gonna spend quite a bit of time just building the character anyway. Oh, we already got through all of that? Okay, cool. So we'll just go here. Make sure there's not anything on this bridge. Nope. Okay. But yes, that'll be fun. Otherwise, I might get... I've seen some really cool things where people are like... like making default skins almost, where they've customized it themselves. And then you can like download the pack with the instructions on how they customize to make a certain face. Because that's the only issue I run into when I'm customizing so much, is the fact that like I think it looks nice and then you'll do like another angle for the face with the customization I've done and it looks horrendous. like forwards looking at the face, great. Looking at it from any other angle, an abomination. So I might look at some of the presets and then also do some research on what everything's available and what they actually do, so that I don't accidentally give them some really bad features that I didn't mean to, or I could just do it blind. That might be more fun for you all, that I just pick some terrible features for my character on accident. Alright, so that's all the Divination Commission. We still have a little bit, so let's move on to the Artisan Commission. Let's see. Ooh, the Artisan Commission's a pretty big map. So we got a reoccurring quest here. A puzzle, probably a Hexanexus. Another Hexanexus over here. So that's 2 reoccurring puzzles we've seen. It's a pretty big map, but they're pretty small areas, so we should be able to scope it out pretty fast. I just picked a random point to jump to, because I want to check if I think I have quests in the Artisan Commission. Alchemy, Artisan, yep. Okay, so this one is head to the Artisan Commission and find Qing Chui. Qing Chui from the Divination Commission has been sent by the Master Diviner to assess the site post-disaster and seems to have run into some trouble that are beyond her scope of work. Oh yeah, if you remember, she sent us a text, I think, essentially trying to push her work off onto us. Yeah, requiring her help. Speaking of which, Qing Chui's scope of work, isn't it to oversee the repository? Okay, so this is our only quest in the Artisan Commission. So once we get this done, we can freely explore. Let's just double check. Yeah, alchemy, scale gorge, and then these are on a different planet. Yeah, so this is the only one for the Artisan Commission. You're here! It's not so much a problem for me as it is for this guy. Since Master Qingji is here now, maybe he can talk about it himself. I'm just a young apprentice who cannot graduate, so I'm not qualified yet to lead a team. Please don't call me master. Oh yeah, this is the guy who was like, go in there and get my teacher, because otherwise my graduation will get pushed back. I'm just saying it for the convenience sake. Don't worry about it, Qingji. I remember you. You're the great hero Master Gongshu mentioned. He said you helped him fight off all the monsters in the commission. I really envy you. I can't do anything. I'm just a piece of trash wasting my days away at the Artisan Commission. Every time I come across something dangerous, I flee in fear. I'm such a chicken, and I've got no sense of artisanship. Is that what Mr. Gongshu told you? Master Gongshu didn't say anything to me, but I know he's thinking it deep down. If it were a true artisan, I don't know how to do, like, the little... Is that a tilde? I don't know how to enunciate that. Then there's no way I could have lost my master's manuscript. The manuscript is my master's legacy work of his lifetime. It's the only copy in the whole galaxy. Legacy work? What happened to Mr. Gongshu? Sir, please get a hold of yourself. The one who passed away is Master Ryan, a craftsman who used to be my mentor when I first joined the Artisan Commission. It's not my current teacher, Master Gongshu. My master's manuscript should have gone down in Xianzhou's history, but I was too busy saving my own skin and didn't take it out with me. I really am utterly useless. I know that in the sense of preserving history, people are always like, pick up everything you can when a disaster's happening and take it with you, so that if, like, say the Fire of Alexandria, you can, like, preserve the knowledge, but on the same hand, saving yourself is pretty important. If we find it, you're good, right? But the Artisan Commission is filled with uncontrolled ingenia and abominations awakened by the ambrosial arbor. I dare not. Is this why I'm here? I didn't expect things to turn out like this. Don't mind me right now. Just help Qingji find the manuscript. Miss Qingchui, are we pushing it too far? Just let the right people handle the right things. Besides, it's too dangerous for you to go back alone. What condition? You're coming with me. Miss Qingchui, I'm begging you. Well, so much for my lazy day plans. Anyway, got any leads on the manuscript? Those manuscript thingies all seem identical to me. After my Master Ryan passed, his manuscripts were packed away by the Arson Commission. It should be placed in the Septinia Academe? My master's dream was to create a Starskiff that no one had ever seen before. There should be words like Starskiff designs and keel structure and Starskiff engine on his manuscript. That's enough for us. If you keep using more of the fancy words, we ain't gonna understand anything. Let's just head out, Kalis. I knew it was gonna be trouble when Master Diviner assigned me to the Artisan Commission. Oh, she's way over here. Seriously, I'm a lowly custodian. Couldn't they have found someone better to do this? This is the Serpentia Academe. Stay sharp and expect the unexpected. I'll keep watch. Alright, I'll go in there. After a long period of rummaging around, the alarm was not triggered, and countless dusty old documents were unearthed. They're like toys that have been kicked under the sofa by some uninterested cat with no chance of seeing the light of day. In addition to all the manuscripts lying around, there's an envelope titled IPC Designer Invite. Judging by the date, it's already over 120 years old. It's pitch black in there, so to save some trouble, I pulled out everything that looks like a design manuscript. Why don't we sift through these here and see which one is Mr. Ryan's? I don't plan on slacking off. But you know how I am. I'm not exactly the most enthusiastic worker around here, so do try to cut me some slack. You were just starting to sound like the Master Diviner. I often hear from mates that messing with a craftsman's toolbox is like choking off a craftsman's neck. Once we find the right manuscript, we'll have to put the rest back promptly, otherwise the Arson Commission folks will come after me. This is a design manuscript that explains the working principles behind the Lumenflux Paxis, which seems to be related to a kind of demon called the Heliobi. That's the multi-day quest that we saw. And this design is a tribute to Master Gongshu. Next. This is a blueprint from the Rumaton's exterior design and meticulously documented by a non-six craftsman who seemed to have an unwavering commitment to aesthetics. The craftsman scrawled in frustration upon this manuscript, "Those fools know nothing of beauty. All they do is besmirch my gorgeous aromatons." Next. This is a manuscript about the design of a type of starter showing structural finesse. The Brewquist boasts a cultivation method for a lightweight keel. Okay, that's one of our keywords, along with Starskiff, that promises tighter turns, faster speeds, and much longer voyages, far outstripping any other vessel on the market. I feel like that's the one, but let's see what the next one is, since we can go back. This is an event proposal that mentioned a spatial fusion device called the Hexanexus. Hey! We've done a few of those. The organizer realized that these Rubik's Cube, they call it out, contraptions were not getting any attention, so they decided to take matters into their own hands and awkwardly place them in every nook and cranny of the venue. There's bound to be someone who's curious enough to try and solve these. All our efforts will not be in vain. It's this one. This looks like the one. Give it to me. I'll keep the manuscript for the time being. After all, I'll be outshined by you if I go back empty-handed. However, this IPC designer invite seems pretty important too. I suppose it's kept in the same place as the Starskiff manuscript. We should probably take it with us. We'll let Qingji decide. You're right, let's go see him and see for himself. Anyways, let me tell you a pro tip for the workplace. If it exists, just bring it, even if your boss doesn't explicitly ask for it. If the Master Diviner wants something and I don't have it on me, then I'll just say it doesn't exist, and everything that does exist is already with me. This way I'll never have to run back for things. What would you do if Shinji said, "Oh, I suddenly remembered that invite is also important"? I wouldn't want to keep running back and forth. It's gonna be so tiring. But if he does ask for this, it's really not appropriate to just hand it over to him, so I'll leave it with you for now. That's how I feel every day, actually, but work has to get done. That's why I downgraded my mantra from how to avoid work to how to slack off at work. You should learn from my work philosophy. Oh, boo-hoo, Monster's voice. What noise is that? Uh-oh, there's a monster nearby. Be careful, Kalis.
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
The little fish things make boo-hoo sounds? Darn it, I got some bad news. The Starskiff design manuscript that Shinji wanted is damaged. What should we do? Let's be honest. Oh no, this is bad. I'm gonna get blamed for this and go down in Cienjo's history as the eternal sinner. Let's just go apologize for now. Of course, the one that's on me doesn't get damaged, but the one that's on Qingchui is the one who gets damaged. You're back. Did you find my master's manuscript for the Starskiff? About that, I'd like to explain a bit more in detail. Something happened to the manuscript? No way! How to put this? Qingchui tries to be as dramatic as possible while describing how the manuscript was retrieved. Qingji seems to have a good idea of the situation after listening to everything. Thank you. At least you managed to bring back the remaining parts of the manuscript, but I should be blamed for this if I had been more brave and taken the manuscript with me as I fled. Uh-huh. Qingji, are you okay? Oh, I'm such a wimp. How can I be a good for nothing? How can I be such a good for nothing? I keep saying I'm all about my master's manuscript in a stream, but all I did was sit here waiting for you guys to do it for me. I can't even protect the manuscript. What kind of artisan commission craftsman am I? This has nothing to do with you being a craftsman. But every time I pick up my tools, I can only think of my master teaching me these artisan skills. And as soon as I think of these skills, I remember that I lost this final manuscript. I can't go on like this. Kalis, we can't let him be depressed like this. Say something or I'll start feeling guilty. No, asking me to fill in my master's shoes would be like asking a toddler to duplicate the most famous art piece in the world. If I'm in low spirits at work, I simply pick out a wide open space to take a wee stroll. How about this? Let's put the manuscript aside and pick up the mood at Starskiff Haven, huh? I can't stay at the Artisan Commission anymore. I'm homeless, and it doesn't matter where I go. Then let's head out. Destination, Starskiff Haven. Pull yourself together, man.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Oh, look at this little NPC. Qingji, don't be so crestfallen. Look, there's food and drink. There's the Sleepless Earl for tea. And there's Star Watcher Avenue for shopping. So where do you want to go? You can go wherever, Miss Qingchui. You call the shots. Kalis, what do you want to do? Let's go get some, let's go get some tea and calm down. I'm thinking a cup of Immortal Delight's tea would be good. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Is there any tea you'd like to drink? I'm on your server today. Hey Qingji, you sit here and enjoy the tea. I'll slip out to get some snacks. Thanks, Miss Qingchui. That's very generous, but I don't want any tea or snacks. I can see you have a lot on your mind, and I don't want to pressure you. Please take your seat and call me whenever you need. I want to drink some too, but if we only let Qingji watch us two drinking, well, I'd be putting the cart before the horse, wouldn't I? How about we go somewhere for a walk? Starskiff Haven, Starskiffs. I just want to see starships soaring through the sky. Alright, let's go then. We can go to the bridge and watch from there. Hopefully there won't be an accident, like in that one quest we did earlier. Starskiff should be a familiar sight for all of Xingzhou's citizens. Crisscross the skies of skiffs every day, watching the buildings of each side rush by, just like they have for 100 years. Lots of Xianzhou people are just like me, who have never really thought about the cleverness and the technological advancements behind Starskiffs. We just took it for granted and thoughtlessly enjoyed its convenience. Good design is practical, and the more practical it is, the harder it is to be appreciated, is what my master always says. He loved Starskiffs dearly his whole life and hoped to build an even better model. I should have been a Starskiff designer myself, but my grades were too low, and before I could even finish studying, my master passed away, and now I can't even protect the manuscripts he'd left behind. You seem close. No, Master Ryan was always so nice to me, but my level was technically never good enough to be his apprentice. I lacked the talent and was too lazy, but he still never cast me aside. All I felt was powerlessness and the regret when confronted by the genius of his work and his passing. I hated that I wasted my apprenticeship not knowing how to carry out my master's final designs. We've only had 20 years of apprenticeship between us, and it's all gone so fast. 20 years? 20 odd years, almost a quarter of a short-life species' existence, but on the Xianzhou it's far too short. Master Gongju took care of disciples for several hundred years, and his disciples have now taken on disciples of their own. Just like that, before I knew it, my master passed away. It's been almost 100 years now. I still don't have the courage to face his manuscript, and now? Over 100 years? Hang on, that sounds familiar. Ah, yeah, the invite. Kalish, do you have the invite? Quickly, let's show Qingji. Oh my gosh. Here. A designer invite for my master? Ryan Masteronzo. This indeed was my master's name, and this date was the very same day 120 years ago when he took me on as his disciple. He chose me and stayed on the Artisan Commission. He gave up the International Peace Corporation? We've been confused here. Could you please tell us the story behind you and Master Ryan? But I'm not a natural storyteller. This might take a while. Cut to the chase then. Master Ryan was a short-life species who came here as an Outworlder student. Most students leave after finishing their studies. It's because short-life species simply cannot rack up to the centuries of experience that long-life species can. The artisans at the Artisan Commission also seem to have a bit of a bias against short-life species. The old masters had high requirements for selecting apprentices. I was but a person of mediocre talent and kept hitting setbacks when looking for tutelage. And when I was thinking about quitting, I never expected Master Ryan to take me on. Later on, we studied and learned together, passing the days happily, but as short-life species, my master soon reached the limit of his time. When did it all begin? In the blink of an eye. His hair went white, and with another blink of an eye, he'd suddenly fallen over at his desk. That's how things usually end with long-life species, making friends with short-life species. I owe my master so much. I'm lazy by nature, and always put things off. If I could have graduated earlier, I wouldn't be left here with my regrets like I am now. It's never too late to graduate. Take this damaged manuscript as the final exam paper left behind by your master. If you can complete your master's Starskiff design, then it means you can graduate. Complete the damaged manuscript? Can I really do it? No, this is the last possible thing I can do for my master. I have to do it. I'm definitely gonna do this. That's right. If there's anything we can do to help, just say the word. But if everything's all good now, then... Okay, I want to see the whole manufacturing chain for Starskiffs. Can you take me to see it? Kalis, how about it? You're a craftsman, but you haven't seen how they're made? All I know are the basic principles of Starskiff manufacturing, but I've never personally been there to see the production line or the process with my own eyes. Why else would I say I'm a failure as a student? Alas, I have a profound understanding of how hard it is for untalented students such as ourselves to study. Kalis and I will come up with a way to support you. I honestly don't want to support him. I'd be trying to get out of this quest if I was actually Kalis. I'd be like, I don't want to be here anymore. That's great. This cannot wait, so let's get going to the Stargazer Novelia. They're gonna make us go all over the ship with this guy. They're like, appreciate the lore building of our Starskiffs that we put into the ship. You're probably not going to do it on your own, so we're going to force you by making it a quest. Getting your own designs onto the assembly line of Stargazer Navilia is the dream of all craftsmen in the CN show. Master Ryan mentioned countless times how he helped to optimize an engine here that's been mass-produced here and sold all over the place. However, that engine became obsolete over the past century and has fallen into the annals of history. But he always used to say, good design should be timeless. Shinji, just tell me straight, how can we help you? First up, there's monsters causing trouble around Stargazer Navilia, so I need your protection. Next, I need some visual data in the Stargazer Navilia to complete this manuscript. In other words, some visiographs, right? There are many steps in the Starskiff manufacturing process, and each one is important. I'll explain the manufacturing principles to you as laypeople, so at least the whole trip won't be in vain. Then let's get going. This feels almost like Ching Chui's, like, companion mission with how long it is. And there is no closer teleportation point, so we're gonna have to go around. This giant water tank holds seeds? It's not a water tank, but a Starskiff incubator. It's filled with cultural medium that supports the Starskiff seed during the germination phase. It can ensure that the biological material grows in a nutritious and controllable environment. This is the first time I've ever heard about this. Kalis, you got any questions there? Culture medium? Generally speaking, the ratio of catalyzers in the culture medium is fixed. However, it can be adjusted based on the design of the ship. Depending on the composition ratio, the strength and growth speed of the hull will vary. So there are craftsmen from the Artisan Commission who specialize in researching the ratio needed for the culture medium during the germination phase, so as to make the ship lighter, more durable, and safer. There are many cylindrical culture medium injectors at various phases along the Starskiff's assembly line to make fine-tuned adjustments to it as it grows. When I was stating that they're like, we want to force you to see all the lore that we made about the Starskiffs that you probably wouldn't pay attention to if we left it in like a book or something. So we're gonna force you to listen to it as a quest. I was kinda joking, but that literally seems like what they're doing. That's what made me most curious too. Every day I'll be catching one of these Starskiffs without knowing that it's actually been growing from a seed. You must have heard of the legends of the Ambrosial Arbor, right? That's what brought about a technological revolution in the CN show, especially the Alchemy Commission. They have an utterly miraculous technology. But after the rainbows severed the Ambrosial Arbor, most of the tech was lost. However, the Starskiff growing technology was retained. Help me take a photo of the incubator, then we can go check out the embryonic phase. Okay, we've hit time, but we're still doing this quest, so I'll finish up this quest, and then we'll call it a day. Whoop. Photos have been taken of the Starskiff in germination phase. Where's the next one? All the way down here? Well, we're definitely not gonna walk. Too many monsters. Let's see if we can... It's like I already can see the form of the Starskiff taking shape. They really do grow out of seeds into a ship. Even though I've read about it 1,000 times, I still feel a sense of the incredible in the face of such wonder. Oh, my ribs are starting to... starting to pain me. The embryonic phase is the most important stage in shaping the Starskiffs. If you don't regulate the temperature in the control medium properly, or if the design data has any errors, then the Starskiff seed will fail to grow as designed. This is to say, during this phase, there's still a possibility of chucking out a failed seed. That's right, some fast-growing anomalies can even burst through the incubator, causing the cultural medium to leak out. When that happens, the incubator basically just gets trashed. Any serious accidents? I heard Master Gongju talk about how Stargazer Novelia was attacked by some elixir seekers before. Rumor has it they got a sample of the ambrosial arbor and hope to use some of the Starskiff culture medium to grow a new ambrosial arbor of their own. Oh, that was a prior quest we did. However, they're actually getting the wool pulled over their eyes. It was actually just a bonsai tree from the Alchemy Commission. When they dropped their bonsai cuttings into the cultural medium, it's just like detonating a bomb. In a flash, their hideaway is a massive tree burst through the roof, causing the whole building to collapse. That massive tree spent the next few seconds withering before dying off, and that small twig gained incredible vitality within seconds, and then exhausted all life within a few more seconds. It really was a terrifying phenomenon. You can actually see the core part of the Starskiff that has taken form. For one thing, the Starskiff seeds developed a detailed and complex root system during subsequent phases, which also acts as the internal Jade Abacus network aboard every Starskiff. For another thing, the toughest biological materials in the exterior will gradually close up so that the Starskiff can continue its core internal operations even when it encounters severe impacts. I'm starting to lose track of everything being said. Help me take a photo of this incubator, then we can go check out the nutrition phase. See if we can... Oh my gosh, about to walk right into the abomination just then. More details aren't visible from these. Let's move to shoot from a different location. What am I supposed to be taking a photo of? Oh, I think I got it for like a millisecond. I don't think I'm supposed to be taking a photo from here. This is a great shot, thank you so much. That is the worst shot I've currently done, but sure, if it gets the quest done. I'm just trying to avoid fighting as much as possible. Oh, I think I can see the shape of the Starskiff. Is this the nutritive phase? It looks like it's almost done. Even though we haven't done a thing, there's still a spontaneous sense of pride. Oh no, if I take pride in any of the work, then I can't just slack off without feeling guilty. Don't you think so, Qingji? Qingji? Darn it, Qingji's missing. Help! I just came here to admire the Starskiff design, then help! Oh no, I told him not to run around. Let's go, we gotta go save him. Man, I've been avoiding the monsters up to this point.
Conflict is pitiless. A will forged in ice
never falters.
Rules are made to be broken. Was that it? Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
Thank you for saving me. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to fulfill my master's dream. Well, it's starting to seem like you're just using your master's dream as an excuse to wallow in self-pity. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I've been taking about my master's dream all day, but I'm quickly growing numb to the concept of this word dream. At first, I'd burst into tears whenever I thought of Master Ryan's face, and my heart would skip a beat. But now, Master Ryan's face is like a blur to me. My master's dream, it's like a thick old scar on my heart, an itch that I scratch every now and again so that I'll never forget his memory. Now I can't even tell if I really do want to fulfill my master's dream or whether I'm just reminding myself over and over not to forget about him. I'm afraid that one day I'll think of Master Ryan and there won't be the stirring in my heart anymore. That'll mean to me that Master has truly left my life forever. How on earth could I ever hope to repay the time he spent with me? I gotta do this. When this dream of my master is not completely faded away in my mind, I have to finish it for him. Oops. I've been talking to myself again. Let's go back to the incubator with all the Starskiffs, yeah? Yeah, help me snap a shot of this incubator here. Might actually get a good photo this time. New retrieve. Okay. Now it's just gotta fill in some, right? Fully grown Starskiffs are extracted from their incubators and temporarily moored here before assembly. Before long, they'll sail over to the Inshow and become a part of the scenery around us. Starskiffs really are a miracle of nature. Kalis, I don't know you were a poet. Wait a minute, why does that line of that poem he just said sound so familiar, huh? To boldly go where no one has gone before, Star Trek. Any more photos, Ching-Ji? Help me snap a pic together with Starskiff, thank you. I feel like we're on a school trip, honestly. I've actually been quite uneasy during the journey to the Stargazer Novelia. Can I really design Starskiffs? Can I really fulfill my master's dream, or am I just looking for some kind of escape from reality? No, I'm better now. I just want to go back right away and help complete my master's manuscript. From that moment on, I've been constantly wondering, is there anything that can transcend the confines of time? Makes sense. If you take on an apprentice, and then that apprentice takes on their own apprentice, wouldn't that transcend time? That's actually a pretty good idea, but I haven't reached the level of being able to take on an apprentice yet. My master's manuscript has never been published before. Once finished, I trust it will become a masterpiece that transcends the confines of time. My master spent so much time and effort on teaching me, on igniting my passions. He gave me all his time, the most precious thing for a short-lived being, so I have to repay him in kind. I want to prove that the time he spent was not wasted, that his time spent will flow on through me, and that it will flow on through his surviving works. Just look, every day there are so many Starskiffs leaving Stargazer Novelia. One day, I'll build my master's dream ship, push it out gently, and set it sail in the busiest lane of Starskiff Haven. When that day comes, I'll be a real graduate. My master will approve of me, I'm sure. Don't worry, I'm filled with motivation now. Once I get back, I'll go all out. Well then, how about you keep an eye on him, Kalis? Please supervise me until I'm done. I feel like I'm filled with motivation now. Once I get back, I'll go all out. I'm off then. Thanks again to the both of you for your help. Finally, that's resolved. Thank you so much. I'm exhausted, so I'll go back to you. Talk to you later. Surprisingly long, little side quest there. We're shortening the quest list, guys. Alright, so that was the only quest that was in the Artisan Commission. Oh, there is the daily quest. Let's the multi-day quest. Let's go do that one. I said I was gonna be done, but once we get the multi-day quest, we'll be done. So next time I'm on, so it should be next Wednesday. Oh, Ching-Ji immediately texting me. Do we have a follow-up quest with you? Hi, Kalis. I got your contact details from Miss Qingchui. Trying to decipher my master's plans. By the rainbow, I feel like I'm overflowing with inspiration. I want to talk to someone about my ideas. Do you have the time? I won't understand it. Hehe, I just want someone to chat with. Just treat it as listening to a new friend's rants. I charge a lot for counseling. Please, I'm begging you, Kalis. I really need someone to supervise me. I'll definitely pay you for it. Well, now we have a new quest in the Artisan Commission. Never mind, I was like, oh, we're done with the Artisan Commission. Actually, we're not. Anyway, so I guess we're gonna start next Wednesday's stream doing that quest. Just gonna run through here. I like that one of them apparently did not see me at all. Hello, Gangshu. Who can develop the best Helio-bus weapon? Gangshu Lang from the Artisan Commission. Master Gangshu, what are you doing here? I'm planning to do a weapon test. Do you remember the Lemon Flux Paxis that helped you destroy the Ambrosial Arbor coil last time? Master Gangshu poses as usual and raises his eyebrows if he's implying that you should praise the Lemon Flux Paxis. I do. A great sword for a hero, a good saddle for a fine horse. The Lemon Paxis is just right for you. After what we did last, I've been thinking about improving the performance of this mechanism. But ever since the Artisan Commission suffered the disaster, no apprentice dared to come in with me. You came in just in time. Why don't you be my assistant? What do you want me to do? I want to test the performance of the Lemon Flux Paxis here, but I can't do it alone. You do the tests, and I'll record by your side. This will make our weapons test efficient. Don't worry, it's not difficult. Just like before, you adjust the position of the receiver so that the Heliobus energy can penetrate all the balloon targets in one go. Okay. So it starts at this one, we'll go through here, and then we want it to go through this bubble to this one. If I can learn counterclockwise versus clockwise, that would be great. Which will then go to this one, which goes through that one, and that should be the end of it. Well done. You're much more capable than my incompetent disciples. The Heliobus weapon has been refracted many times, and its energy has not been attenuated. Attenuated? If it is used in battleship formation, it will definitely strengthen our power. Ha 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 ha. Alright, and this is a multi-day quest, so we'll have to come back.
Looks good.
Alright, so once again, we now have a second quest from Qingji. We'll start our Wednesday stream with that. We'll come over and do the... Actually, we'll start with this one, if I can remember, this multi-day quest. Then Qingji's story quest, and then we will do Gangshu's multi-day quest. And then by then, hopefully, that will be all of the quests that we need to do in the Artisan Commission so that we can explore. We'll explore all the Artisan Commission and then go to the Alchemy Commission. This is what I was talking about. So we have areas that, like, I haven't even gone to. Like this one for the Stagnant Shadow. This one over here. We apparently don't even have this anchor point there. So there's a few places we still need to even explore on this map. And this one has the least amount of stuff that I've found out of all of them. I think we're only missing the Warp Trotter. Yep. And so then, but we do have some quests for the Alchemy Commission that we need to do. We have two of them. This one and this one. which, if they're only one-off quests, meaning there's no follow-up like this one for Qingji, then we should only have the Scale Gorge Waterscape as our last quest on the Xianqiu Lafu, which is awesome. And then we can go back and clean up some of these other ones, these other companion missions that occurred. But yeah, so that will be next time. Thank you all so much for watching and staying over this little bit. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and for those of you, because my husband, Don Fung, should be out before I stream on Wednesday, since he's only 2 days away. I hope your pulls go great, and for those of you who are still pulling for Kafka, Godspeed. Excuse me. And I hope you all have a lovely weekend and a good night. Have a nice day, and goodbye.